Hey guys. Yeah, we're here. So, between, like, off camera, I did a little bit of grinding. Not a whole lot. I got Squall to level 100, and everybody else to level 100. And then I also just AFK'd Angelo Search while I was at work. And I didn't get a whole lot, unfortunately. I got... I don't know, these are what items I have. I don't notice everything in particular, but I know I have 2 Mog's amulets. That was pretty lucky. And then I got a ribbon. And then anything else here that looks different, it probably came from Angelo Search. Oh, and 12 Occult Fan 2s. And 15 Combat King 4s. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go ahead and, let me go here. And we're gonna go here. Here. And we're gonna go to... Here. Well, the bot still doesn't ping, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Stream 18, it looks like. Alright. It's been a while. We've been doing a couple of these. Alright, here we go. I already saved. I know I gotta... So, I also rejunctioned everybody. And so now, this boss should be easy, honestly. Everyone's junctioned. And the next thing we have... First off, those Mog's amulets, I don't realistically need more than like 1. So the next thing I'm going to do is first off figure out what the hell return damage does. Return damage FF8. It's... The enemy receives 1/4 of the damage it dealt to character. But why not just use counter? That's big brain, and I wish I would have learned it before. Anyway, what I really need is to get Rosetta Stones, which means... I need Shaman Stones. Which means Mog's amulets are useful for that. I wish I would have gotten one more, but I just didn't. Ooh, I never even noticed that. Never mind, I actually got 4. Great, you know what that means now? I can go ahead and go ability, tool RF, or is it gonna be... No, we don't want to do that. Level up G is not worth that much. There's plenty of better things to use. We're gonna go here. What does ribbon turn? Status guard? Eh. I can see why one would do that, but... There we go. There we go. So now that means, so we need to put it on Diablos, Doom Train, and Siren. Auto haste. Auto shell? Let's take strength plus 40%. That'll turn him into more of an attack. Ooh. Ooh. Do I even need this? No, I don't. Okay, now these guys are attackers. Strength is 255. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are hitting heavy. I could also give him ribbon. I think I might just give him ribbon. Let's go give Diablos ribbon. But alternatively, I could give it to, like, Irvin or someone. Let's give it to Zell. Why not? Ribbon. Auto protect, auto shell. Let's give her auto haste. So we need accelerators. Kyros. We can get it from the Kyros card. And of course I'm lagging out. I'm lagging. Oh wait, that's not gonna do it, is it? Oh, I gotta go get it, don't I? Let me ban this person real quick. I don't need any AI viewers. If I wanted AI viewers, I'd code them myself. Because then, who's really the one that did the work? I don't know. If my creation does the work, is it my creation that speaks, or is it... Hold on, that's actually interesting philosophy, because, like, if I create something and it does the work, is it really doing the work, or is it me doing, or is it a fruit of my work? And who really takes credit for that? Do I need to, like, restart my entire PC or something? This is abysmal. I don't understand this. Here's what I'm gonna do. Look for Steam. Terminate. Bro, I'm gonna end the entire Steam, honestly. Now, I can launch Steam. I hope I can launch Steam. I hope I don't have to restart my my entire computer. Okay, I don't. That should do it. Oops. Oh, and I keep forgetting. When I'm on this menu, that's open up, my A and B buttons aren't swapped. So I actually have to hit the A buttons to confirm instead of the B button. I know I'm weird, and I also don't switch these two. For me, the menu button being on top makes the most sense. Oh. The lag has ended. Missed your shot. Auto haste. So who needs auto haste again? Has it already? Has it? Has it? Has it? So we need Quistis and Selfie need it. So it needs to go onto Siren, and we'll put this one on Carbuncle this time. I could also put cover here. Nah. Everybody's got enough HP to survive a shot. No, it's interesting. One of these portals, this one actually, leads somewhere you can ordinarily only get with chocobos. What happens if I try to go into the chocobo? Chocobo forest. Now I need to go ahead and find the beach. Not this beach. Syndicate was over here. Yes. That's one place you can easily get lost at. Now it's time to whoop this boss. It's what, 6:30? Oh, one thing I forgot to do. I don't remember this. We're gonna go with yes. Let me just deduce this. So we get 40. 4 yeses. 1, 2. No. No. Yes. Yes. No, there's more. Okay, so 2 of those things I answered was no. If I say yes to this and no, if that... So the answer to this one is no. Yeah, so the answer to this one is no. Aw, no. I'll go with no. If all of those are correct, I should get... Okay, no, never mind. No, yes, that's 1 yes. Draw Guardian Force or defeat them. No, because you get Doom Train and from summoning it. This is true, I know that. You can't steal a sharp spike from a Grant Mitus. No, I think it's select. I don't know what the equivalent is. We're gonna go ahead and say yes here. No. Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Alright. If you run away. That's true. Mug blue spikes from a Chimera. No. Blue spikes aren't even a thing in this game. Yes. No. Yes. Fail to draw a number of times you can use it all. No. You can use the draw ability as much as you want. When a Guardian Force is KO'd, its compatibility goes down with a Junction party member. From what I understand, that's true, but I might be wrong. No, there's some enemies you can't run away from. You don't need ammo. So Squall's Gunblade actually doesn't shoot. It shoots an empty round to do more damage. To basically create more force. Oh, okay, well I missed 2. Okay, so there's actually only 2 yeses. And this is one of them. Is it though? I know this is one of them. Yeah. No. Yes. There we go. You can draw some Guardian Force from enemies. Yeah. Hold on, I want to see how many yeses there are. So there's... Okay, so only 3 times I can say no. Yeah. Higher, that's not a high rack. You may still miss. Yeah. Yeah. 1/4? No, it's 1/2. There is a monster called Belhamel. And he's attack when in battle if no Guardian Forces or Junction or command abilities are... That is true. Feeding enemy. A lot of these are trick questions. A lot of them are worded weird. Which makes sense because it's like a military school and there's going to be a lot of trick questions. Low attacks rather than magical attacks. That's not true. Is it? I'm going to go ahead and say yes just to see what it is. I know that's true. Okay. Oh, I remember. I can only say no. Yes. 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 No. Yes. Yes. Or if I say no here, yes. No. Oh yeah, I say it 3 times, I forgot that. Yeah, I did a weird... Is the numbers, like the number of yeses or no's, kind of screwed me. I missed it and screwed me over. Matter Guardian Force increases as you summon them, that's true. It's not possible for one member to hold all types of magic. That's true, they don't have enough space. Sandstorm is an earth attack. There's reflect magic, there's already... No, you can't. Confused doesn't make you attack yourself. No, Confuse can make you attack yourself. Confuse, I imagine, the way I like to imagine Confuse is it doesn't legitimately make someone confused, it makes someone disoriented, and so they just miss all their shots. You can refine Arctic Wind into Blizzard. Arctic Wind turns into Blizzaga. Yeah, Blizzaga. It might have been Blizzara, but I think it's Blizzaga. Cerberus can learn the speed bonus ability. There is no speed bonus ability. Can't use magic, even in the menu. That is true. Echo Screen does not cure Petrify. When afflicted with silence while limiting a Guardian Force. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Your limit breaks appear more often when your HP is low. Protection Guardian Force alert. No. Only the highest one is taken. There is a command to remove Guardian Force without losing magic. Yeah. No. Yeah. That question's weird. I'll come back to it. There are enemies whose status doesn't change even if your stat. Yeah, because they're immune to it. Draw means drawing magic stopped by monster. When runs out of knock, you can no longer use magic. Nope. If an enemy draws from you, you can run out. But it can't. At least I think. I don't know if draw actually costs you. I wonder if it's just a... I think it does. Low-level bite bugs drop magic stone pieces. They probably do, honestly. Mega Potion does not. Death, zombie, or petrified. No. Zombie won't end the game. High Potion does restore 1,000. Walk Kill... I don't think exists. $40. So I can also say yes 4 times. 1. 2. 3. 4. Oh, hold on. Oh, so one of my no's is that one. 1. 2. 3. What am I doing? Hold on. That's 50. Alright. So that one is no. So I get only... Only 4 yeses. So it's 1... 2. 3. Oh, okay, I missed one. So we're gonna go with they do 1, 2, 3. There we go. Just a few more. That's true. A G potion which restores Guardian Force HP can also be used in battle. No, it can't. The metadata ability enables the use of 2 turns. No, it doesn't. You only have to use 1. And it just doubles the potency. Potency. However you pronounce it. Potency. I think it's potency. I don't know. finishing blows come out more often if you time the trigger for skulls. That's not true. They come out the same. Set the ability alert to avoid back attacks. Yes. The breaks activate when berserked. No, they don't. Use potions to cure zombie. No, you can't. No, because I don't think you can be zombie. We're gonna go with no. Yes. Dino Fang. No. Dart. Let's see. Landed and me attack partner. No. You can junction without Guardian. You can't junction without Guardian Force no matter how level. True. Reflect can turn away any magic. It can't turn away Tornado. 30 different statuses. No. No. When choosing a target in battle, press this one to... No, I seem to recall it's this one, so we're gonna go with... No. No. So from his mouth. So that's ridiculous. We're gonna go with no. It's restored slowly in sleep. Would be an interesting feature, but no. Carbuncle casts Shell and Protect on all party members. No, it casts Reflect. If it casts Shell and Protect, it would be a hell of a lot more useful. Confused 6%. Sense over Berserk when the two cast simultaneously. No, not necessarily. You can have both of them. So I can only say yes twice. So we're gonna go 1. Okay, well I know it's not that one. 1. Oh, okay. Let's go! We made it, and that is an achievement, yes. It's gonna go down immediately, but... because you have to kill... You know, I'm just gonna turn off no encounters, and I'll probably get into a fight. And I'll kill them. Man, Vietnam's gonna miss it. Oh well. Let's fight. You'll make sure to couldn't up for big 1v1 on him. May or may not have been practicing me. Oh yeah, that's true. We are gonna have a big 1v1 in every game mode at some point. But only after I go on a training arc. Here we go. It's time for me to whoop her. Who do I get? Okay, I get a good party. Yeah, Zal has the ribbon, doesn't he? Triple. Where is Triple? Alright, great. I got an idea. We're gonna cast Dispel. Dispel doesn't get rid of Meltdown. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh, that's not gonna work. I have a ribbon. Could be better. Rapture's not gonna work, it's a boss. Better yet, let me find Full Cure. This is fine. Holy Fire, Ejuna, Fire, Pain, Thundaga, Blizzara, Flare, Full Cure. That's not gonna one-shot my party. It's not gonna one-shot us this time because we've got ready. I don't have meltdown, do I? Oh, you blew away my meltdown. You know what? I'm gonna go for some of the... Oops. Okay. Blizzara, meh. Look at that, he's still getting hit. He loses. I'm gonna stop using ×3 speed here so that Vietnam can see it. And anyone else for that matter. That's not gonna do anything. I know that it one-shots these things. I want to see what happens if I try. I missed one. That's what happens. But what if I ignore that helix? Oops. You're too slow. Yeah, it was too slow to even use its special moves. Meh. Oops, it missed Squall. Where's Aura? Oh wait, I'm not supposed to... It just blows up. There, we win! We win! We beat it! Surely we beat them both joining forces. Surely we won, right? Like, look how big that explosion is. I'm pretty sure it's dead, right? Hey look, it even sits there. It's gonna go into the victory music now. We won! Right? Right? Yeah, no, we're not done. And also, this part is... It wasn't even those 3 phases that I was worried about. Is this phase... If I were to keep going, this phase would have actually caused me the most trouble. And we get the really ugly Ultimecia. And then this is where we get a move that brings everybody down to 1 HP. That's gonna give us a high as hell crisis level. Oh, yeah, no, the end doesn't even work on this one. Sure, we'll cast Aura 2 times. I probably should heal, though, because I just realized she could cast, like, Ultima or something. Oh. I'll cast Full Cure, why not? Oops. I know what the problem is. I was accidentally pressing another button. That's not gonna do much damage, is it? Now she's dead now, but we have to survive until she actually dies. Uh-oh. That ain't good. We better heal now. We might be screwed. Yeah, no, we lose. Unless we get a lucky... No, we don't have Noah in our party, so... Oh yeah, part of the game I forgot about is keeping your party alive. Let's try getting a different party. Alright, second attempt, let's go. And this time I won't ×3 speed the cutscenes. Since I already know I'm gonna win. This party is great. Why not? I'll cast Ultima. Oops, I'm probably not supposed to ×3 speed. I'll ×3 speed through this long-ass spell. Oh, I don't even need to dispel. Get a new crisis level, maybe. As you can also very obviously see, it looks like back in the day they had a bad habit of underdressing their final bosses. Buddy, I play this game to see people kill each other. Let me see. Hold on. What is full? Oh, that's just what it looks like. I actually do want to cast triple real quick. Am I live so early today? I get off work. I'm in a different time zone than you, remember? Also, watch how easily I'm gonna whoop this boss. I came prepared this time. $9K health beating this. Well, actually, I did lose once because of the very last phase. Okay, look, I'm just gonna... Okay, screw that. I'm just gonna... Where's Aura? It's not just health. The health isn't even really... I mean, the health is carrying a little bit, but, but remember that just because I got higher stats doesn't mean that's it. They got higher stats, too. Now I can survive Shockwave Pulsar. Real quick, I'm just gonna use a Mega Elixir. And he just dies right off the bat. Time for phase 3, by the way. I got to skip phase 2, sub-phase 2. Phase 2.5, if you will. So this is phase 3. Phase 3 has actually 2 sub-phases as well. So there's the helixes, and then there's the one where you cut off its tail and it can't use the helixes anymore. Oh, finally, I saw the phase 3. There's a phase 4, by the way. Let's see, what can I get in my slot? Wall's fine. Wall's not gonna do anything crazy, but... Sure, I do know that. Okay, real quick, something I'm gonna do, I'm gonna melt it down. I'm gonna completely ignore the helixes and just whoop it. Aura doesn't matter for the last phase. Because you said they may or may not be able to show up. Tornado, meh. Oh, that was weak. There we go, now we're in sub-phase 2 of phase 3. So phase 3.5, basically. Also, that helix is just gonna despawn here. What am I doing? Why am I using armor shot? I should just use fast ammo. Watch this. Nah, that was alright. I think there's a little bit of timing, because butterfly clicking actually causes it to, like... Okay, full cure is perfect. Alright, time for phase 3. Actually, the boss becomes weaker in phase 3 part 2. Now it's time for phase 4. See, the music stops. It has to be over, right? Oh, yeah. Maybe. I mean, that looks pretty dead, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks pretty dead. Now we sit here for a little while, wait for the... Hey, I'm streaming. Can you give me a little while?
I'm just finishing dinner.
Alright. You can call me using Isaac's phone at church tonight.
I don't have his group tonight, sweetheart.
Oh. Call me in like an hour then. See ya.
Okay, love you.
Love you too. Bye. Alright. Yeah, no, it's not over. An ace attorney, when presenting evidence cross-examination themes ends, means I presented a correct one. I don't know anything about Ace Attorney. All I know is that, it's full of shit. Time shall compress. All existence denied. Now, the definition of this fight is, of course, limit break spam. And you'll see why. You don't even need aura for this fight. It's because it can... She has a move that brings everybody down to 1 HP. I'm gonna speed up this. Why are there 2 viewers? I don't know. Maybe there's somebody else viewing. Why did it cast Drain? Either way, I will take Drain. That's fine. He can run out of ammo, so we're gonna go back to armor-piercing rounds. Also, the final boss does have one-shot prevention, so you can't even one-shot it. But you can definitely cheese it. You can definitely cheese it. Alright. Eh. Real quick, something I want to try doing. What if I summon Friendship? The boss thing? Yeah, it does. Okay. What else do I have here? Might as well use Aura. It'll help a little bit. Okay, this should raise his crisis level so much right now. I still probably only use like 4 or so. It's interesting because limit breaks actually take priority, even though I selected Selfie first, so the limit break takes priority. So that means that I can use his crisis level while already healing. This is the one-shot prevention, so it's very important that we heal to max health here, so because we have to use Mega Elixir, because otherwise it could very well one-shot my entire party if I'm not like max health. Here, I'll show you what this looks like. It's actually something neat I can do. Watch this. Not this one. Watch what Selfie does next turn. Your sensation, your words, your emotions. Oh, I forgot. Okay, she's out of health. Oh, I can, cause she has lives. Time, it will not wait. I can cast Apocalypse on her. This is the only boss in the game that even has Apocalypse. No matter how hard you hold on, it escapes you. Nah, what am I doing? This should be the last hit in the boss. Ooh, give me a Lionheart. Yeah! We can end it with the best limit break in the game! Let's go! Yeah, she's dead. It's over. GG's. Nah. Oh wait, we don't gotta end it. We have to whack her once more. GG's. GG's, bro. It's over. Easy. Alright, now y'all get to sit through this weird-ass ending. Is it over? Why are we on? Let's go. Let's go back to our time. Also, are you... I don't know where he went, but you may... I don't know where he went. He's not shut. Shut up. Just calm down and think where we have to go. Careful, guys. Don't pick the wrong time. Whatever you do, don't fall into a time warp. None of them know what they're talking about. Time, place, who I want to be with. I'm gonna go there. Where Squall and I promised. I thought the chair leaning back is part of the game. Oh, I should probably stop. And then Squall's, what Squall sees is really dark. Squall, let's go home. Where are you? Where am I? I should probably stop. Leans one more time. Squall, where are you going? This is weird. I'm gonna find Sis. Now it's time for the weirdest part. Squall! Matron. For context, this is Sorceress Edea. Edea was controlled by Ultimessi a little while later. Excuse me, have you seen a little boy? That little boy is Squall when he was a kid. You don't have to worry, the boy won't go anywhere. I think so too. Poor thing. I can't voice act, unfortunately. I'm stuck with my voice. You're alive? Oh yeah, the boss is alive. Now we have to 1v1 it with Squall. The sorceress? Yes, matron. We had defeated her. Matron, stand back! It's okay. There's no more need to fight. That sorcerer's just looking for someone to pass her powers on to. In order to die in peace, a sorceress must be free of all her powers. I know, for I am one too. I shall take over that sorceress's powers. I do not want one of the children to become one. I can't disappear yet! Matron! And she dies. Is this the end? Most likely. You called me matron. Who are you? A seed. A seed from Balam Garden. It's gonna be 1v1 Merc. Yes, Vikanen is. Seed, garden. Both garden and seeds were your ideas. Gardens train seeds. Seeds are trained to defeat the sorceress. What are you saying? Oh, I'm still leaning around, aren't I? You're that boy from the future? Matron. Please return. You do not belong here. Oh, yeah, of course I don't belong here. I can't find Sis. Am I all alone? Little Squall says, who's he? That's the other Squall. Nobody. You don't need to know. Yeah, no. The only Squall permitted here is you. I'm not even really voice acting. Do you know where to go back to? Do you know how? I don't even really need to voice act very much. Will you be alright by yourself? Because my voice is exotic. I'll be alright, matron. Because I'm not alone. I'm not alone. If I call out, they will answer. Where is everyone? Renoa, where are you? Zell, Selfie, Quistis, Irvin, Renoa. Am I alone? Renoa, I want to hear your voice. Which way do I go? I can't make it back alone. Renoa. He doesn't know where to go. Am I all alone again? Where am I? The protagonist. He doesn't know where he is. And so all he does is he walks in one direction. And eventually, Squall stopped thinking. Nah, that's not part of the ending. And he, after a little while of walking, how long is this ending? It's not the longest ending in Final Fantasy, but it is pretty long. It's nearing the end, though. But the ending is, remember, the ending's one of the most important scenes you can write in the story. And then he reaches the edge. And he looks back, and he can see the other side. And now he has nowhere to go. And so he collapses from exhaustion. And we have Renoa. Renoa is the second most important person in the story. Next to Squall, of course. And so he sees a feather fall from the sky. Keep in mind, it all ties back to the opening scene as well. And he catches the feather. And he finds his way back. Your narrating isn't bad. Well, of course, we've already solved this ending. This game came out in 1999. This game is older than me. So here's the problem. He's going through time, and it's kind of distorting itself. Suddenly, her face is getting more distorted. Because he's kind of losing where he is, but he figured out where he wants to go. And the ring. Because remember, it's time compression. They compressed all of time so that everything happened at once, so he's getting stuck in time compression right now. And he wakes up. The feather, yeah. And now I get an achievement for beating the game. That's the most important part of the ending, is getting the achievement. And so now, he's in his barren, desolate wasteland that he's stuck. Renoa found him. I didn't know there was lyrics in this one, because I remember I skipped this cutscene in my previous playthroughs. Because Squall is still asleep. He's still stuck in time compression. And so Renoa has to kick him out of time compression. In an old version, in the PS1 version, Squall actually doesn't have a face in this scene, and it's just replaced by a black circle. It might have been the previous scene, but I don't remember. I'll have to see the... And then so, it turns them back to the field... Yeah, pretty much. It turns them back to the field that was in the beginning of the game. That you see in the beginning of the game, but you also see in Disc 3... the field where they promise to come back through the time compression and whatnot. Anyway, we go on to the rest of the game. Cypher, the really troubled guy, we see him fishing, and kind of living up throughout his life as normal. Despite all the messed up stuff he did, he still lives a decent life with his friends. Bah! And there's the garden. And then there's Laguna, the guy we get in some of the dream sequences. I'll tell you, this game doesn't hand you the lore very easily. So, that's Rain. I think that's Rain anyway. Laguna and Rain, I don't want to go explain Laguna and Rain right now. But Laguna and Rain happened because originally Laguna was basically meant to be with Julia, and Laguna got basically injured in the army and wasn't able to go back. And Julia later became Renoa's mother, and Laguna, it's heavily implied that Laguna is Squall's father. So Squall and Renoa essentially finish Laguna's story that never really got completed. other thing is Laguna survived time compression, so he probably saw his wife Rain in time compression. Of course, Rain dies. So Rain is dead. Rain has been dead for like years in the story. And if you notice, Laguna looks happy. Because the person he cares about most is actually alone. You see throughout the game, basically. And then I think that's Galbadia Garden. Hold up, that's Galbadia Garden. No, that's Balam Garden. It might have been... Yeah, no, that's Balam Garden. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the names right. And we get the credits. I don't know if there's any cutscenes in the credits. Oh, no, there are. Oh, yeah, the credits cutscenes are interesting. So you get selfie recording. Most modern games don't do it anymore. Yeah, they don't. This game was made in 1999, and this is just a remastered version of it. Then we later get, oh, that's Sid. Is that Sid? Yeah, I think that's Sid. So that's former headmaster Sid. Actually, no, I think he's still the headmaster. And that's Instructor Quistis. She probably became a... I can only deduce that she became an instructor again. Is this Japanese? The game is Japanese, yes. And then that's Edea. The sorceress we get in the first 2 discs. You know, the final boss in this game isn't even talked about until disc 3. The antagonist of the game isn't even talked about. We always think it's Edea, and then Edea points out, no, it's Ultimecia that you're talking about. Anyway, I don't know what Irvin does with the camera. Oh, Irvin snatches it. He'll get a picture, a selfie. Some other seeds. Oh, what are they pointing at? I don't remember this. Oh, it's Zell. Zell and the library girl. Well, I have to say that cutscene is cool. Yeah. Oh, Zell likes hot dogs. Remember that. Typical Zell. Oh, they had to save him from choking. Oh. They scared off the library girl, so he got angry and threw the bread. Oh no, he got angry because they were making fun of him. Selfie points out that direction. Oh, and then rip library girl. And then we see Renoa. And... it never captures Squall. There is another cutscene, by the way. The camera dies before it can capture Squall. Can I fat times 3 speed the credits? No, I can't. I can just go on a rant about... This game's lore, you typically have to do multiple playthroughs. It's a fun game. It's really nerdy. People keep cutting scenes at the most important parts, lols. Well, that scene, it gets finished later. It gets finished after the credits. But I know a lot of people don't have the patience and skip the cutscenes. By the way, the challenge isn't truly complete yet, because I also have to go do Omega Weapon and Ultima Weapon, and I'm gonna stat max everybody, and I'm gonna showcase just how powerful you can get without junctioning magic in this game. I'll show you what my abilities are after the cutscenes, after the credits. There's a no junction magic stream. Yeah, this series I actually made because my dad told me. I told my dad, hey man, as much as I love Final Fantasy VIII, it's too easy. And he said, play the game without junctioning any magic. And I said, ooh. So it's not as RNG hell as without junctioning at all, but it's still challenging because there's no junctioning any magic. And admittedly, I probably made it more challenging than it had to be in a couple of places. Adele could have been easy, but I'm glad I made it hard. Also, yes, after this challenge, I'm gonna go back to Minecraft streaming. But I'm also gonna go ahead and do my series where I try to 100%. Okay, so this is where the camera missed. Do I have a server? I do have one. Yeah, I own Mobcraft. Anyway, going back to the cutscene, we get Renoa, and so this is where they missed. So she's kind of just looking at the sky. And then this is what they missed. And there's Squall. They never actually see Squall. So they never actually see because the camera dies ahead of time. Because, you know, it's classic storytelling in 1999 in Japan was like that. That was a common gag. Anyway, that mostly ends the story, but the story is also a time loop, because the person who invented Seed was Edea, and then Seed eventually had to fight Edea, and then later Ultimecia, and then in the future that Seed is still fighting Ultimecia. You get, it's really weird, but Squall basically writes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And, oh, and the game crashes. Actually, that was actually standard. It's standard back in the day. This game crashes when you end. You can't save after you end the game. What the? Oh, no, that's normal. You can't save after you beat the game. The game's over. New Game Plus wasn't a thing yet. It hadn't been invented yet. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and show you is everything I've gotten. All my abilities. Meow, Merciless. Fishy, you missed it all. You missed me whooping the final boss. So on Squall, I have HP plus 80%. So this is what it usually looks like. And so what I did was I added HP plus 80% to switch its HP to max. Then I added Strength plus 60%. And it set his strength to 255, which is the highest strength in the game you can get. Then I added Auto Haste to make him faster, and then I added Ribbon. It does what it says. It prevents all status effects. So, like, you can't get poisoned, you can't get confused, you can't get silenced, none of that works. You can't even get Meltdown, and Meltdown isn't something you can ordinarily defend against. On Irvin, I have the same deal, HP plus 80%, and I have Auto Protect, which protects me from physical attacks, Auto Shell, which halves shell attacks, which halves magic attacks, and then Auto Haste again. In fact, and then I have HP plus 80%, Magic plus 60%, which sets her Magic to almost 255. Not quite. Almost. But it's close enough. And then I say I have Expend times 3, 1. Because as you know, magic is just like items. You can run out. Like, if I cast Cure too many times, I can run out of Cure. And if I cast Triple, I can cast 3 spells in one turn. But it also uses 3 spells. if with expend times 3 1, it only uses 1 when I use triple. On Zell, I have the same thing as Squall, and it does the same thing. Quistis, I have the same thing as Irvin. And then finally, when it reaches Selfie, I have same thing as... Wait, I didn't even need magic for it plus 40%. Hers is R... I can. But I also could have added something else. Nah, that's really all I could think about. So that actually sets her magic to 255. Now this is not the best thing I could have gotten. Oh, and also I grinded my seed level all the way up to A. Let me show you just how powerful this thing is against normal enemies. But yeah, that's crazy. It's also just because I know what I'm doing. Ordinarily, you're even more powerful because you have junctions. Oh, and we get a Tonberry that will waltz over to us at 1 mile an hour. Everyone's Grudge. Oh, that's gonna do a ton of damage, isn't it? Everyone's Grudge does more damage based on what you've killed. I'm gonna switch to times 3 speed. What if I summon a Tonberry on it? No, it's dead. Let it be at breakfast if you want. Yeah, you're not missing a whole lot. Oh, a Hexadragon. Nah, that was weak. Monsters appear at random levels here. I just realized I could just have Quistis in my party and one-shot it. That should kill it, but if it doesn't, I'll just do it one more time. Yeah, no, it's dead. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on no encounters now. Oh, you also missed the written exams I had to take in this game. Because this game has written exams. Wait, I seem to recall there's a draw point over here. No, there's not. I have to take a written exam. Defense against death is determined by the death percent stat and status defense stat. That's true. Zombie party members take damage if they use drain on a zombie enemy. That is oddly specific, and I don't know the answer. I'm gonna go with no. Cockatrice bites can sometimes be poisonous. No, cockatrice will turn you to stone. Won't it? Invincible status return. That's true. Chimera has dragon, frog, goat, bird, and wild boar heads. No, it doesn't. Protect is not effective while vitality is 0. No, it's effective. You float higher each time you cast float. That's false. What would that even do? You must run from XATM092. Or is it 092? I don't know if it's 0 or 0. I think it's 0. Yes, it is invincible, which is false. I actually killed XATM092 in this run. You typically have to run away, but it is not invincible. You just gotta whack it until it stops getting up. Break turns an enemy's spirit to 0, so it has no effect on enemies with 0 spirit. No, break turns enemies into stone. With weapons learned from the Weapons Monthly, the junk shop tells you what you need in gray. That's true. I cannot believe I passed that on the first try. I'm gonna go ahead and, go down. What am I doing? I'm gonna go fight Omega Weapon right now, honestly. Omega Weapon immediately starts by using level 5 Death, which I could solve by just giving everybody ribbons, but I don't want to do that. Oh, there's something I forgot I gotta do first. Ordinarily, you have to use the party switch points, but I can just cheat and use ×3 speed. Breakfast. Dude, what? It's 2 AM for you? It's 8 PM for me. I think it's 8 PM anyway. And it's gonna use Meteor. I live in America. And they get Wishing Star. Everybody needs... Why not live in Europe for real? I'm gonna be honest. I love America. America's the best country. You can't change my mind. Best country for me, anyway. Medigo Flame does a guaranteed 9,998 damage to people, to everybody. Oh, we get Invincible Moon. No, we didn't. We got Angelo, whatever that is. What do I love of America? Well, at least of my state. America is closer to, 50 different it's 50 different states and united under the federal government. So each state essentially has its own government, but it's all under a bigger government. Can't I cast Meltdown on this thing? But anyway, what I really like, specifically my state, well, honestly, my state probably has the best justice system in the United States. What I really like is just how the court system works. It's a lot different, because the court system is essentially completely... It's not part of the government. Terror Break, uh-oh. What does Terror Break do again? Oh, it one-shots... Oof. Oof. Our law system also isn't part of the government. That's true, yeah. Now, that originated from... Most countries have it like that. Well, a lot of them, they are very close together, anyway. So that's one thing I like about it. The other thing is... I just like the way our Constitution is written. Like, more countries have that. Yeah, it's really a combination of things. So there's that. That's one of them. That's the thing I like the most. There are other countries with it, but... Then... Now, technically... it isn't much different from where you guys live. I know there's a couple of things that don't exist here. One thing is hate speech charges. They don't exist. Which means, now, I'm not saying I like to do hate speech, but I'm saying it means it has more freedom of speech than a lot of European countries. And honestly, just the way the Constitution is written, honestly. Google is free. What about Google is free? I'm pretty sure I know that. I mean, country, yeah, the Constitution's based on a lot of things. It was inspired by, it was actually inspired by the, England. It wasn't the UK yet, it was England's, England had its own, at least that's what inspired the Bill of Rights, not necessarily, but there's a lot more history behind it than a lot of people realize. Yeah. I'm gonna use the Mega Elixir. But yeah, there's a lot... I essentially just like the structure of the government, that's all I can really say. Yeah. The thing that really stands out to me is that you have 50 states, but they're all in the same country. So if you don't like the laws in one state, go to another state. You don't have to move countries and go through whatever hassle that is. I know the EU has a very similar thing. I might be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, nope, I'm not dead. No, I'm dead. Her spirit stat is not high enough to survive that. Bro, I completely lost what I was saying. So basically, the biggest things, and there's a couple of other things, but the things I like the most in America are the way the states and federal governments are structured, which I think could be better, but... And then, essentially, the way courts work, which, again, exist in a lot of countries, but not everyone. Think about this. If you eliminate each of the things that I like, you're not gonna have very many countries left over. That, and our taxes aren't ridiculously high. Unless you live in California, their taxes are ridiculously high. So it's a combination of things. Huh? Why is it not? There we go. This, I think I might actually survive, but we'll see how this winds up going. Meteor is very RNG heavy. We're gonna cast Meltdown. The other thing is, I just realized I don't even have to use... Not a very high crisis level, unfortunately. Gravager. Oops, you killed my Guardian Force. Uh-oh. That could be bad. I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. I think I'm dead because he could cast Ultima right after. No, he's gonna whack me. And I'm still dead. I really have to get ready for Terra Break. Alright. I think I'm probably going to practice this one on another stream. Until then, who's still here? Alright. Oh, Fishy's still here. Alright, I'm going to need to study Omega a little more before I can beat it. Yeah, I'm gonna study it. Since I know there's a pretty easy way to win. I studied it a little before, but I kind of forgot everything because I was studying Ultimecia, and Ultimecia was even more complicated. So basically, he has a move that does 9,998 damage to everybody. He has a move that... Now, there's about 1 million ways you can cheese Omega. Like, you can auto-haste and then... Another thing is, apparently, if you throw a potion at it, it'll skip its next turn. You can auto-haste and then speed 255, and just junction, like, triple to your speed, but I can't do that since I can't junction. You get the idea. I'm going to put this on hold... And I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do Omega Weapon. Actually, probably next stream I'm gonna do Ultima Weapon, and I'm going to undo Ultima Weapon afterwards, but I'm gonna show that I can do it. And then on stream 20, I'm gonna do Omega Weapon. And then on stream 21, I'll go ahead and just... In fact, that's probably not even going to be a stream. That's probably just going to be a YouTube video. I'll make a YouTube video on it. And I'll still post it in the cabin. Alright. Oh yeah, so Fishy, I did go ahead and beat Ultimecia. You did miss a lot of it because the boss straight up one-shot me for most of it. And there's 4 phases, but there's also phase 2 and phase 3 both have sub-phases, so there's really 6 phases. But if you beat the phase 2 boss before it can get to phase 3, before it can get to phase, like, sub-phase 2, it goes straight to phase 3. And phase 3 is the same. If you one-shot it, it goes straight to phase 4, and it skips phase 3.5. That's why it's not really a full phase. It's more of a sub-phase. Yeah, I'll do Omega Weapon, I'm gonna do Ultima Weapon, and I'm gonna go ahead and stat max and show just how powerful you can get on... I'm gonna do, like, a YouTube video. Now, what I'm probably gonna do... I don't want to do all that grinding. Like, I could probably put it on a macro, but honestly, I'm probably just gonna show how you can get that, and then I'm just gonna hack the game to do it, because that's just showcase purposes. That's not part of the challenge, and I'm gonna put that on a YouTube video, so that's not gonna be on Twitch. The other thing is I do have a handful of other. So basically, there's gonna be a stream on Thursday. So that's tomorrow. There's gonna be a stream tomorrow where I beat Omega Weapon, and where I beat Ultima Weapon, and I don't gotta do much research there. Then there's gonna be a stream on Friday where I do Omega Weapon, and then on the weekend I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and stream my Minecraft PvP, because if you didn't know, I'm actually a really good player. I am listed as mid-tier 3 on Dream's tier list, but Dream did reset it. Yay, I know. So, and that's actually what I originally was, and I just did this challenge just because my dad told me to. My dad gave me the challenge. It's nice. Also, it feels like why does it feel like most people in the, hold on. Why does it feel like most people in the cabin are European? Maybe they are, I don't even know. Cabin? Okay. Because they are XD. I figured. I mean... I'm North America. That or Middle Eastern. Yeah. I used to be from Colorado. I used to be living in Colorado, and I did do a little bit of live stream, but it was all on YouTube. I hadn't done Twitch yet. In fact, the only reason I ever made my Twitch account was just because YouTube at the time had this stupid, you'd enable live stream, and then you had to wait like a week. And I was like, I want to go live right now. So I just made Twitch to do that, and I did that once, and I live streamed everywhere on YouTube after. Anyway. Yeah. Alright. Some other... Better yet, you know what? While I'm here, why don't I just go ahead and, see... What are all of the streams I want to do? So here's what I already have planned. So I have Minecraft PvP. And then I'm actually working on a series where I do... bulleted list. Minecraft PvP series. Oh, thank you. What are these? Oh, nice. Oh, thank you. I get the. That's nice. I don't actually know what those are. I don't know all the details about that. Those are what, channel points or? Yippee. I don't know. I have infinite of those. Me. Oh wait, because I think it's like a on-screen celebration. All right. What do these things do anyway? I also gotta figure out like what even is Twitch. Oh man, you could bypass the chat filter that way. Oh no, because you're a mod. Of course you can. Twitch is Twitch. I gotta figure out like how it actually works because one of the things I asked just a few weeks ago is what are gifted subs? That's how clueless about Twitch I am. I know that I can get like rewards and then like anything you're giving me is like really nice. But I don't know all of the details on that. Twitch is Twitch. But yeah, that's how incompetent I am with Twitch. So I'm figuring it out. So we got Minecraft PvP. Better yet, I'm going to do a numbered list. And then I'm going to go here. Something like $1.5. United States. How much is it in euros? Because I can... It ain't much, but it's nice, I suppose. Hey, it's $1.5. It's $1.50 more than I make on 1.25 euro. 1.25 euro to USD, United States dollars. Yeah, that's fine. $1.15. That's $1.15 more money than I've made in my entire streaming hobby. Because I do this as a hobby. I mean, now that I got viewers, I could straight up just keep streaming every day, and I could start making money. Who knows? Who knows? But now I can tell my grandma that I made money from streaming. That's nice. Anyway, so we're going to do a numbered list. Boom. Yeah. Is it going to get back down to like 70 cent? I don't know. Because Twitch takes a cut. Oh, I don't... But if... don't forget, the U.S. government also wants a cut, and then the Georgia government wants a cut. So, in the end, that's going to be like 7 cents. But hey, it would wind up being 4 cents, like in any other place. Because our taxes are actually quite low. I did get a great big fat tax return check earlier, like when I filed my taxes. I actually got like I got like a $50 one from Colorado, like a $200 one in Georgia, and then like I didn't get a tax return check in federally yet because they don't write checks. They've been doing direct deposits to the bank, which makes sense. Anyway, so Minecraft PvP. So tips of the past month yesterday, which was 60 euros. Yeah. What do we have? It is so Minecraft PvP. I actually have some goals I want in this series. So it's going to be high tier 3 in sword. I aim to get high tier 3 and comfortably high tier 3. So I want to get with Dreams tier list. It's more likely for me to be able to get high tier 3. I'm definitely happy with mid tier 3. The thing is, I have not been practicing PvP in so long that I've basically become an old retired unk. Okay? And I want to be an ass-kicking unk. Okay? High tier 100. Yeah. That's, you know, the lower the number, the better, right? Get high tier 100. So high tier 1 is better than high tier 3. Yeah. But, so get what high tier 3 sword. I'm already mid tier 3 sword. I need to get to high tier 3 sword. The next thing, I want to get low tier 3 axe. Yeah, I can probably get the low tier 3 axe. And then I don't care about UHC pot, and then really it's just 3 neth pot. In fact, I'm gonna remove axe for the time being. Axe is something I'll practice a little bit. And the other thing I need to get is crystal. Honestly, I need to be... I probably could be low tier 3 in crystal if I practiced more. Honestly, I need to be able to beat my half-brother. Which means first, I need to unblock my half-brother. Let me go ahead here. Unblock. Of course, he's not going to appear on any streams because he is, yeah, no, last time I had him on one of my streams, it didn't end well. I had to straight up kick him out. And then I brought my mom in place, and it was amazing. We were reacting to Xenohusk. And Xenohusk himself actually saw my stream and watched my stream. And thought it funny that my mom was there. But I think he didn't realize that I'm an adult. And my mom, I actually wasn't really raised by my mom, so... But my mom was there. We still get along, and it was funny. Like, my mom is just as based as Xeno is. Anyway, we're gonna go for high tier 4 in crystal. And low tier 3 future. And the other thing is, we gotta learn mace. Low tier 4 mace. Like, if you're not low tier 4, like, seriously, you gotta get low tier 4 and everything. If I'm not tier 4 and everything, that's really... But this is the good place to start. Once I get all of that, I'll start going for tier 3 in every game mode I can. The next thing we need is a low tier 10 mace. I could probably get high tier 5. I could probably even get low tier 4. Low tier negative 10. Wow. Ooh. That would certainly be something. Anyway, the next thing I have, there's actually already a series I was working on. If you've seen my YouTube channel, I decided I was going to go 100% every Mario game. Because I grew up on those. And, the nostalgia, bro. Anyway, so, 100% every Mario game. Every single one in the world. I remembered. Bro, I self-taught myself how to play video games on the Nintendo Wii, but I think also on a PC. Dude, I remembered. Oh yeah, I cleared a level with like a 1% clear rate on Mario Maker for my first level completion in like ages. So 3, we're gonna do... Now, I already have a document on this Mario checklist, which I made by ChatGPT. We're gonna make this... Defeat you on chess.com. I'll do that right now. Oh, I can play you in chess. Why not? Oops. .com. Oops. Let me go here. Log in with Google. Y'all don't need to see all my... Continue. Alright, here we go. Oh, he resigned the last one. This is against my brother. I'm teaching him how to play. Oh, I get black. Alright. I'll wait for him to move. Alright, some nickname 1234. That's a good solid name. Oh wait, by the way, we can always play FPS chess. If you got FPS chess, I'll 1v1 you in that as well. Nah. I'm alright at FPS games. I'm not crazy good at them, but I'm alright. You're too good in that. Allow them to send... Nah, I'm blocking those. I got them on my phone. I hate FPS games. Also, it's not even all that good of an FPS game. It doesn't have, like, no reaction time. You know, for a while, I didn't have reaction time in a while. Hold on. I got friends. Alright, let me go ahead and find friend. How do I add a friend? Oh. 10-minute. Oh, I suck at time at clock chess. Here. Okay. I don't know this opening. If I take this, does that work? I think it just works. I'm gonna put that here. No, I'm gonna go here. Okay, so you're targeting that pawn. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Puts on more active square, targets this pawn. Doesn't really do much on its own though. Okay. What do I want to take with? Okay. Sure, honestly. Why not? Yeah, I figured. Okay. If I go here, what does that even do? It just gives a check. It doesn't really do anything. It wins time. It wins a tempo, I guess. Oh, I know what I can do. No, I can't do that. No, I can do that. No, that doesn't work, does it? Okay, okay, we go to an end game then. No, I don't know if I want to do it like that. I think I'm gonna do it that way. What is he calculating? Okay. I don't know if I like that move. Oh, I blundered, didn't I? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm gonna let you have it. GG. Here. It says a... I don't usually play on a clock. Cause, my speed thinking is not much. I'll play the English. Okay. So I'm gonna turn it into Queen's Gambit declined. And then I can go... if I exchange this? Alright. That's fine. This is the variant of the English I'm least fluent in. We'll go here. Okay. Okay. What do I even do from here? No, I'm gonna save the... I'm gonna save the night now. Where do I want to put it? Here? Here, probably. That's fine. There's no threat on the board yet. Okay, so I'm winning the... Okay, so I'm winning the material, but I just gotta not throw it, because I know in a lot of time games I tend to blunder. If I go here... can I do that? Does that work? Yeah, I think that works. I'm pretty sure that works. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do from here. Okay, you already do that. That's fine. What are you trying to do? I know you're trying to take this. So, I know if we go here, then what do you do? What are you going to try to do after that? I don't really think there's that much you... I'm gonna go ahead and play my idea right now. I'll let that happen. Okay. Alright. What if I go here? If I go here, you take... No, because that'll leave the night. So I have to take care of that first. I don't like that move either. I might just go here. Okay. All right. Interesting. If I go... That's a awkward move. I can go here. What if I go here? Does that even work? Or do I want to go here? I'm gonna go here. Okay. Okay. It's a good decision. Okay, I'm gonna go here. If I move this... What if I go here? Okay. Oh, I think I see what you're trying to do. I mean, I know, I think I see... I don't see that, but I do see that. Where do I go? Here? I'll go here. I didn't get to think about that as long as I wanted to. In all the daily games I play, that's a move that I'd spend a couple days making. Interesting. Okay. What does that do? It targets this thing, but also pins it. What if I just... Alright. Okay, that's fine. I know I'm probably going to lose the rook there, but not the rook, the bishop. Oh, no, unless... Here takes... takes here. Yeah, then we'll be fine. I don't know if I like that, though. I'll do it. Why not? Okay, wait, I can just ignore that. Okay. I can just ignore that. That's not a problem. That's alright. Okay, if I go here. Damn it. I'm stupid. Why did I do that? I just threw the game like I said I would. Oh, oh, come on. Of course I did. I'm gonna resign. There's nothing I can do here. Alright, here. What if I go ahead and... hold on. How do I... If I challenge to... here... What's in this one? Let's try a different time setting. One with a little more. What do I do? Just gonna go here. I don't need the pin the other night. He'll just castle and the pin is gone. And this move will prevent him from castling for the time being. It probably won't last forever, but it'll do something. Okay. Oh, I see. Fishy. I'm playing against Fishy. Vietnam is back. I'm playing against Fishy. I kept getting whooped on all the 10-minute games, so I increased the time settings. Cause one of my when I got my IQ test, I got above 145 in all of the categories except for time, where I got like a 73. Because I don't think fast. I think slow and accurate. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Winning or losing? Well, I like to think I'm winning, but who knows? I mean, I did get this nasty skewer. No, that's not a skewer. That's a pin, isn't it? No, a skewer's when... Yeah, that's a pin. I got a nasty pin that won the queen. Now you gotta save the rook. I think I'm winning, but it could change at any given time. Like, I was winning for a little while last game, but then I got too, and my clock got too pressured because that's why I usually do daily games, and I'll sometimes like there were a couple of moves there that would have taken me a couple days to make, and yeah, there was one time where I was playing a game with a 3-day timer, and I legitimately sat there for 3 days thinking about what move am I gonna play. I'm just gonna take this. Alright, I can think a little bit more about all my moves. What can I do next? Oh, that's... Can I do that? I can do that. I can do this, right? There's nothing crazy you can do afterwards, is there? If I go there... No, not really. That doesn't work. Alright, I'm good. I can't go into details on what I'm thinking. I'll talk about what I was thinking. Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of a response move. I'm gonna go here. If here, that just takes. Cause I was worried about I was worried about maybe bait my king and then. All right, yeah. This is fine. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna go here. Can I go here? Yeah, I can go here. That works. Ooh, I see what you're trying to do. I know what you're going for. Yeah. No, that won't work. This will. I see what you're going for. I know you're trying to come over here, and then that would mate me. So I'm gonna come here and create this spot. Oops. Let's create this spot here. Okay. Okay, smart move. I see. I know what you're going for. I'm gonna stay where we are right now. That doesn't work. What about up here? Does that work? I think it works. No, it doesn't work. What about here? If takes, I'll just take. The knight can recapture. The knight can recapture. That's fine. Yeah, that just works. That's an equal trade. Is it an equal trade? Yeah, it's an equal trade. I'll just go here. Hi, I'm playing chess right now. I am streaming. Go here. I'm playing chess with Fishy. How are you doing? Say hi to the stream. They can't see you. You have to talk to them.
Hi.
There you go. Interesting. Hold up. Do I win? Do I win? I think I win. I think I just win. The only move is I can see is this, and then takes, and I win. GG's. Checkmate. Hold on, I'm gonna game review it. Oh, I got a brilliant. Guys, I got a brilliant. Where did I get a brilliant? Or did Fishy get the brilliant? I don't know. I got the brilliant. Alright. I got a brilliant. Let's go! I got a 1650 is not the highest one I get. Let me review. I'm gonna review.
Opponent's going classic, huh? E4 like Bobby.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute Gotham Chess there. I'm mute Levy. Let me go ahead and so we start here. That's a book move. Oh, I could have just taken that. Okay, that's what it wanted me to do. That's fine. Okay, so I'm slightly better here. So you can actually change your coach to whoever you want. Mine is Levy. You can also change it to Magnus or Hikaru, as well as many other coaches. So we go here. It's alright. So you do that, which is actually the best move. I go here. This I knew. So here I was thinking about going here. Oh, I forgot I can't shift right click. Vitamin. Alright, I think that's... So, then after that, then I thought, wait, instead of going here and pinning this, I could just go here and stop the castle. So, I did. And then you played this, which it says it was an accuracy. I didn't think it was all that bad. It says it was better to do that. So I moved back. It says I should have traded, which might have been a decent option. Let me go ahead and... Oops, not what I want to do. Hi, Lucy. I'm just reviewing this game, and I'm going to end the stream and talk to you. So then I move. So then she kicks it, and I move back. She comes here. I kick it out. This is common when you move back here. Sometimes they'll actually march this pawn up, and you have to move back here. But I decided to do that ahead of time to kick the bishop, and then I moved back because I don't like it. It wasn't the best move, but it was all I could think of. And so you push the pawn. I take. So then I go ahead and set up for a queenside castle, and Fishy does the same. Then I move my bishop. Lucy, you there? Doing alright? I move my bishop, castles here, which is alright. Okay, there. So I go here. Exactly. This is what I was looking for. So when I play I could easily beat you. Kanan, last time I played you, I whooped you. So the reason why I went here, and I'll tell you what I saw. I saw this. I was thinking, if I get rid of this thing by like something like this, it doesn't matter where you go. Or even just hanging this rook. I sacrificed the rook. Yeah, I see you, Lucy. Give me a moment. Fishy played too many mistakes. Yeah, that's fair. But that's at the end of the game. Because the end of the game created a very tricky position. So what I did was I sacrificed the rook. If you take, So, if takes here, and eventually this is what I was going to go for, is moving the bishop right here. So I found the idea. I didn't... Merciless, that was FPS chess, and I always won. No, you played me on a normal one. So yeah, I sacrificed the rook! So, bam. You take, but here's what I saw. If I went here, was that even the right move? Yeah. So, what I saw was that I could, if I went here, there was still, you could just take the queen, and I take, it would just be an even trade, so I'm not winning from that. So I trade this off, and then Fishy sees, oh, the rook's here, and so Fishy gets a little bit greedy. He says I was actually playing. Kanan, I know you were playing. So I go here. Don't worry, it's almost done. So I go here, and I successfully get the pin that I wanted, which meant I win the queen. And then so Fishy spent a long time thinking here, which I don't blame him. And so I take it, and then it goes here. And then really the game belonged to me at this point. The game was never really close. When I came here, I was already thinking about like checkmating ideas, and eventually that's what it came down to. And checkmate. Alright. Anyway, that'll probably end today's stream. I'm gonna go ahead and go through every single type of stream I'm gonna be doing, such as an FF7 stream, because I've never played FF7 in my life. Probably an FF9 stream, and an FF10 stream. Subscribe to Merciless, yeah! So all of these are some ideas that I want to do. There's another thing I'll probably do, what else is there? I'm gonna go ahead and revise this, and I'm gonna show you guys everything I need to do. Anyway, I'll see you guys. I gotta go.